But Jesus showed himself to his disciples, and before that, they were probably pretty scared. They were pretty scared. I mean, it shows, I haven't studied that much about what they went through, but it seems that they were, obviously terrified because they followed Jesus, and here now these religious leaders of their day, the Pharisees, had killed Jesus, and they didn't fully understand because Jesus had already told them he was going to die and rise again, but they didn't fully grasp that concept yet. That's kind of a heavy one, if it hasn't happened yet. So they were very, they had no boldness. And why it's important to know that is because a lot of people will say, well, Jesus didn't raise from the dead. And one of the main points that I like to bring up is, well, then why were the disciples, his followers, so bold and willing to basically commit suicide, not really, but give their life up to be brutally killed in different ways and go before the most powerful world nation at the time, Rome, and just be slaughtered and all? There's no way they would do that on an empty promise or something that Jesus said that didn't come true. There's absolutely no way. It wouldn't make sense. They would be insane beyond anything anybody's ever heard of. So we can have confidence that they knew what they were talking about. They saw him in his new resurrected body, and he was with them in that body for about 40 days before he ascended into heaven to be with God the Father again. In verse 29, Jesus says, "I'm gentle and lowly in heart." That's a very significant statement, because that's basically saying the heart is like the core of who somebody is. And Jesus is saying that God, he is gentle and lowly, or in other words, humble. So being basically not caring about yourself, caring all about others, being an all about others kind of person in heart. The core of who he is denying himself and looking to others. So that's what we're called to also, because we're called to be God's representatives, I think I talked about last week.